and welcome to New York Placements. So New York is the biggest market in the world. It is not the market to start in. But if you live in the New York or the surrounding area of New York, go ahead and try to submit your pictures to New York agencies. Or if you live in the US and you're an American, because you need a visa if you live outside of the US. So if you're American and you fit into the high fashion category, meaning you are between 16 and 24 years old and you are tall and you are in really, really great shape, your body, your skin, then go ahead and apply. Send your pictures and everything that I've taught you in this course over to New York agencies. New York agencies is usually your last stop. Usually you work in your local market and then you work in Miami or LA first, and then you go to New York. Or you can get signed in New York. It's not impossible to get signed in New York, but that means you're kind of a career model, which means you're going to have to work in other markets to really build up your experience, build your book, your portfolio, we call it your book, and get that kind of good work behind you so that clients will actually book you when you're in New York. So you can probably get an agency to do some development of you while you're in New York, but trust me, New York is like the last stop. Most European, Australian, South American models have worked in probably 4 or 5 different markets before they come to New York. That means they've worked in Asia. They worked in London, Paris, or Milan, Greece, South Africa, Barcelona, Miami, LA before they go to New York. So don't think you're just gonna get signed in New York and live in New York and be this New York model. It's probably not very likely. You need to learn about one thing about the modeling business. Instagram is not the modeling business. It's the influencers, that wear we call them lips and lashes girls. They got the long lashes and the fake lips, this extensions, and everything is made to look bigger and juicier. Not in the modeling business. We want you looking young as possible and fresh as possible and looking as natural as possible. In the modeling business, we are like a man. We say we're like a man, and men like girls that are natural, We like longevity. We look for the wifeys. We don't look for the girlfriend, the hot, heavy girlfriend. In the modeling business, we like what's natural. So if you're going to go and try to become a real New York model, as natural as possible, hair natural, natural lashes, natural as possible lips, and body in your best shape. Okay, so get very comfortable with models.com. This is the Bible of the modeling industry. So let's see here. Okay, so models.com. There's something called rankings here where you can go on and you can look at the money list models, the top 50 models working in the US. The hot lists are really the top newcomers that are the hot ones, and then the newcomers that are doing all the shows and the magazines and stuff like that. You can literally go on, guys, go on fall winter of 2023 that just happened and click on the models and go through them. This is the big casting director. These are the models that he chose for the biggest shows. Beth Ann Hardison, these are the models she chose. Gabriella, you can go on and look at all the models. So let's look at Hunter, right? So Hunter, here's her models.com profile. She's with Women Management in New York, Metropolitan Paris, Boom in Milan, The Squad. You can start seeing, look, she's with Select Model Chicago. I work for Select Models. So she started here and now she's one of the biggest models on the hot list, right? So you can literally, this is the Bible of the modeling business, okay? New York, LA, and Miami, right? Great markets to start. She started in Chicago. You can start in local markets, Boston and Dallas and Orlando and Seattle. You can work in local markets, but you really want to get placed in the New York, LA, or Miami markets. Okay, and models.com, this is the Bible right here. This is going to tell you, who the top models are from every single season. Your money list will show you these are the models making the most money in the business. Christy Turlington, Carolyn Murphy, Jordan Dunn. These are the girls who have all the beauty contracts, right? The highest earners here. Do you even know who these models? Do you know who Aya Jones is? Gosh, she's gorgeous, but do you know who she is? Right? She's with Elite Paris and Monster Milan. Like, these are agencies that you're going to want to submit your pictures to, and also your mother agency to submit pictures to. Next, the Society in New York. You know, look and see which are the agencies that have the biggest models. DNA, look, she looks like an in-betweenie. You know, look and see who's working out there. You know, Emmy Ratajkowski. So, you know, DNA models, Hailey Bieber. I mean, obviously don't try to model yourself after the ones who are famous parents, because it's not the same. You know, Hae Kong right here, she's with IMG New York. You know, DNA models. Look and see which are the agencies that you would like to work with. So you can look and see who the model of the year is for every single year. Let's see who it was last year. Bella Hadid, she was the top model last year. Okay, so this is your Bible right here. This is the modeling world, the real modeling world, guys. The rankings. You want to go here, and if you're a guy, you want to go on the rankings and look at who are the most influential models. These are top 50 male models, meaning they've been around for about 4, 5, 6, 7 years, right? You don't become a top 50 model in a year, but the hot list and the new supermodels are new, right? And if you want to be an influencer, you can look on the social models and follow what they're doing. Here's the hot list right here. Let's pick out a cutie right here. I want to pick out someone who looks a little bit more American, because I see a lot of South American and European men. Sam, let's check out Sam. Sam is with State Management in New York, right? New Madison in Paris, and Chapter in London, Muse in New York. Look and see which Soul Artists in New York, which agencies have the top men. Heroes in New York, right? Women New York. Avali is like, I guess on the men's board, but women doesn't have a men's board, so I'm curious. Soul Artists, so some could be non-binary and some can be trans on this list, right? Trans can choose male or female. So it's just interesting to figure out, you know, the agencies. Now, here's the goal. This is what I want to explain to you. Now go on the agencies. Gosh, I don't understand how many people don't know about this, but this is your liquid gold. Now, I'm going to tell you, taking this course, I'm giving you the direct access to the scouts and to the directors, okay? But this is only going to give you the info lines. So you go to United States at the top, and you click on New York, right? These are the agencies, the only agencies you're going to submit to in New York, right here. These are all of them. Okay, some of them have been around for a while, right? But 2 in New York is new. State is a newer one. New Icon is a newer agency. JAG does a lot of plus size and curve models, but they do all different types. Fusion is more of a men's agency, but they have all types. CA Fashion is new, and APM, Click, you know, they've been around a long time, but Crawford is a new agency. But your big hitters, your big players, 4 models: Elite, DNA, Heroes, IMG, Maryland, New York models, Next models, One Management, Society, Soul, Supreme, The Industry, The Lions. These are your big agencies. Wilhelmina, obviously, and Women Management, big agencies. This is where you're going to find it. Now, these are the other standard listings. Yeah, you can try to go with those agencies. Yeah, maybe you can get somewhere, but like, you can always start anywhere. Start anywhere, okay? But these are really your bigger agencies is where you're going to want to aim for. If you follow my 5 simple steps, you're going to go for the bigger agencies. Then you're going to go to LA. Here's LA, Los Angeles, California. These are your agencies in LA, right here. LA Models, IMG, Freedom, DT, Next, One, Photogenic State, Storm, 2 Management, Vision, Elite, Ford. No Ties is in San Diego. Natural is a decent agency. Pretty is a pretty girl agency. Scout Models, Select Models. I'm the Scout of Select. Women here. Industry. So some of your bigger agencies are on the standard listing. So I guess for LA, it doesn't really matter. Premium or standard listing are your best bet. These are acting companies. And then if you go way at the bottom here, like these are your smaller agencies that I wouldn't focus too much on. Yeah, they're good, but like you wanna stick to the better agencies if you can. The bigger, the better agency, the more clients, the more money you make. Remember that. Okay, so there's New York, there's LA, and then here is Miami, and we go to Florida. Front, Next, Nomad, Elite, Select, Zombie is with Ford models. And then we have Freedom Models and The Source, great agencies in Miami. Start there. So London, LA, New York, and Miami. This is your Bible right here. This is going to show you all the agencies. And then inside of my course is going to show you the actual emails. This is like liquid gold. I've spent 15 years getting these emails for you. You wouldn't be able to do it on yourself. Okay, this is why you invest in this course, is to get these emails. But make sure you do the process properly, and then you submit to these agencies in New York, LA, and Miami. Go on to the other local market. If you were in a local market, you are going to start in the local market before you hit up these big agencies, if you can. But if you do have the higher potential, your skin is great, your body's in great shape, you're the right heights, then you could start with these bigger agencies and bigger markets.